The final quarter here, and I'm sure Noel Fenning's got some interesting news from us from the coaches' camps.
Well, Colin Thornburn's tactics for the speech was very interesting. What he said out there, he said, we're going to hope like hope that they don't get any further away from us in the first 10 minutes. He said, and if we can get a couple of quick goals, we'll be right back in there. If our backmen can hold together, he's only talking the first 10 minutes. I would suggest if they're not up there with them in the first 2 minutes, they'll turn their toes up, mate, she'll be all over. Whereas Heinze had to say absolutely nothing. All he said to them was, this is the hardest quarter of football you'll ever play, the last quarter of a grand final. Go out there and enjoy it and win.
Well, interesting words of wisdom from both coaches, Dennis Hines from North Geelong and also Colin Thorburn of Anakie. Only time will tell as Adam Gladkey raises the ball to commence the final quarter of the 1990 Geelong District Football League Division 1 Grand Final.
Right, the bounce of the ball in the centre. Up they go. Wiseack thumps the ball forward for the Anakie side, but coming through there, Anakie get it through Scott Simons. He kicks the ball high towards centre half forward. Out they come, roving the pack though. It's North Geelong with handball wide. Goes out where they can't control it. Scott Simon out there again. Shepherds well for his teammate in Jamie Walker, whose pass is marked down there on the 50-metre line by...
That looks like... Yeah. No, it's Jeff Belair's, mate.
Kicks the ball towards the goal square. Rooney couldn't keep his feet. North Geelong caught with the ball and holding the ball as a result, and the free kick goes to Anakie. Picking himself up as Julian's going to take it, is he?
Yes, Big Darryl applied that a very good tackle on that Anakie player, and he's got an opportunity here to... let's have a look. Kick his second 6-pointer this afternoon and give Anakie's their 12th. He's no more than 30 metres out on a very slight angle. I think you'll find he's missed it.
Bad miss early in the final quarter when you're 6 goals down. A goal would have been handy there, might have lifted the Anakie side, but North Geelong are on 17 goals, 6, 108. Anakie go to 11 goals, 4, 70. We've been going just on a minute and a half here in the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video. The kick out from fullback, a lovely kick out over the 50-metre line. Straight down the ground, they went through North Geelong, come a handball across the Buse. He runs through the centre, kicks the ball down towards the forward line. Over the heads comes North Geelong with the numbers again at the bottom of the pack. A handball wide out here looking for Swenison, is it? He kicks towards a goal, and there's one for...
What a beautiful goal from the skipper. Is that leading by example, Barry Walker?
Well, that's the difference, isn't it, Ron? One up the other end would have steadied the ship a bit for Anakie, but it goes straight down the ground. Swenison brings up a 6-pointer for North Geelong, takes them to 18 goals, 6, 114. Anakie 11, 4, 70, and that has come up at the 2-minute mark of this, the final quarter.
Yes, great goal from the skipper.
I think Anakie made one bad error here today. When they're flying for the ball, they're all flying, and they're hitting the ball to turf, and it's always North Geelong that are at the bottom of the packs waiting for it.
Yep, the little men have absolutely dominated proceedings here this afternoon.
The bounce, Alford gets the tap down for North Geelong. He chases his own tap down, but he's got a teammate there who kicks the ball out wide, and a stretching mark there taken by Tony Spence. Spence kicks it out towards the half-forward line and finds Swenison. Swenison now, out on the half-forward line, goes straight across ground looking for a teammate over there. He's shepherded off the ball by the captain from Anakie and Cook, but goes out wide. Picked up here and kicked forward for Anakie by Kogel. He kicks it out, finds a teammate out there on the far side of the ground in Jamie Walker. Walker now kicks the ball down towards the half-forward line. Decked after he kicked it, but the free kick goes to Thorburn down on the 50-metre line. He comes in quickly, thumps the ball down towards the forward line. Players set themselves, up they go. North Geelong at the bottom of the pack again. Handball across there, get it to a teammate. He steadies the ship, comes straight across the goal out here to the opposite side of the ground. Unable to take the mark there for North Geelong was Spence. His handball over the top finds Marty Widdowson. He's kicked down, finds Swenison. Swenison back to his running teammate there in Bellwood. He's kicked down forward, finds Jacob at centre half forward. A handball over by Jacob to a running teammate going through there in Jones. He has a flying shot for goal, and there's another one.
Well, great football here for the North Geelong Magpies, and well, what can you say?
Yes, that was good football. A switch play from that far back pocket, come across ground towards the grandstand. Good marking, good play on handball, and unselfish play by North Geelong got that goal on the board. North Geelong now 19 goals, 6, 120. Anakie 11, 4, 70. And we've been going just on 4.5 minutes in the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video.
Good shot there by our cameraman of the North Geelong pennant of 1988, flying in the breeze here on the Western Oval social stand. And they'll be able to have hopefully a flag with 1990 on it.
The bounce of the ball in the centre. Up they go. Grabbed by North Geelong again and kick forward for them there by Eves. Goes out wide, overrunning the ball out there, but he's back onto it now as Jacobs for North Geelong. But the ball beats him across the line and we'll have a throw in.
Barry Jacobs has done a fine job for the North Geelong boys today too. Barry with 5 goals and been a real nippy player around the packs here this afternoon. As we see Wyzak again get the ball down, but North Geelong dominating around the bottom of the packs. As we see the ball now speared out there looking for Moroney. He's put Mickey Carter down as Moroney, but play's allowed to go on. We see that working hard for his side again was Moroney diving on top of the footy. But the umpire suggested he'll have a bounce.
I thought the Anakie fellow was a bit stiff not to get a free kick there, because he was in the attempt of marking, had his arm just dragged right away. Wyzak gets the tap down again, going through the centre there for Anakie with handball. We see number 28 in David Cook get it out wide to his running teammate in Walker. Walker thumps the ball down, but it's all North Geelong, all on his own back there, take a nice mark. Quickly play on, kick the ball out here towards the half-back flank. The bouncing ball there for his teammate out there, number 39, Craig Farrell. Farrell kicks the ball further down, marked there by Bellwood. Bellwood over to a teammate who kicks the ball down to the half-forward line, and a mark taken there for North Geelong by Vivian.
Doesn't look as though he's moving too well either, is the big fellow Vivian.
Vivian kicks down towards the half-forward line, coming across. Alexander anticipated it well. A handball forward by Alexander finds Swenison. Swenison taps the ball on, runs through players, kicks the ball down towards the 10-yard square. Up there and a nice mark and played on quickly, and bang, another goal to North Geelong. A good mark taken down there by Tony Spence. He played on quickly, brings up the 20th goal for North Geelong. They go to 20 goals, 6, 126. Anakie 11 for 70, and we've been going 6.5 minutes into this final quarter at the Western Oval of the Geelong and District Football League Division 1 Grand Final. North Geelong enjoying a 56-point lead.
Yes, and really, when you look at the scoreboard, considering the conditions, I suppose the breeze is going straight down the ground, but there's been very good percentages at front of goal here this afternoon, with only 10 points being scored for both sides. And credit to both teams. And, well, North Geelong, as Barry Walker's just suggested, have streaked away now to a 56-point lead, and we've been travelling 7 minutes of this final quarter.
Right, the ball back in the centre. A good bounce by the umpire. Wyzak again thumps that ball forward. Running onto the ball here is Belair's. He's dispossessed of it there. He's back in there trying to get it for the Anakie side. The umpire will move in and ball it up.
Yes, that was an interesting clash with Jeff Belair's and the strong man, Shane Burns, who has done a great job for North Geelong this afternoon.
Right, the bounce of the ball, Wyzak up. He gets the tap down and grabs his own tap down. Tries to get his kick. He does. Belair's grab without the ball. Play on calls the umpire, and a free kick picked out to go to North Geelong at centre half back. Yes, right, he comes straight across the ground here and finds a teammate on the half-back line who doesn't let him down, and this is Wayne Thomas. Thomas now on the half-back line, kicks the ball down towards centre wing. Players set themselves up high, no one could take the mark. Over the back, North Geelong again picked the loose ball up, kicked the ball down. Where we see racing for the ball here is Buse. Taps it along in front of him. He's finding it hard to pick it up. He picks it up now. He has a shot for goal, but it was a backman's kick, and 1 point is the result.
Yes, well, Grant Buse is enjoying a bit of a spell on the forward line, is he? Or a run on the ball? Well, he's offline now on this occasion, and kicks North Geelong's at 7 point.
And they go to 20 goals, 7, 127 to Anakie 11, 470, and that is at the 8.5 minute mark. Right, the ball kicked in for Anakie by Jeff Totten out towards the half-back line. A nice mark taken out there. He runs backwards though. He's back near the 10-yard square, this player. He handballs straight across goal. Handball back to him. He has another bounce. This is Captain Cook, was it? He couldn't do anything with it. Picked up by Swenison. Kicked down towards the goals, but Anakie come out of defence. A short pass out here to the half-back flank finds a teammate in Neville Gogol. Gogol now kicks the ball around towards the centre wing. Up they go. Tap down. Big Wiseack in there. Couldn't get it. Swenison taps it across to Alexander. Alexander chips it down to the forward line. Unable to take the mark, Anakie. A flying shot for goal here by Jacobs. But 1 point is the result, and that takes North Geelong now to 20 goals 8, 1-8. Anakie 11 goals 4, 70, and that is at the 9-minute mark of the final quarter. Right, they're kicking to the 50-metre line, but it's North Geelong again with handball out to Swenison. He dummies a handball, steadies, kicks the ball down towards the goal line. Wins bringing it back. And another...
Well, what a great goal. Beautiful football from the skipper in Timmy Swenison. Kicks his second and North Geelong's 21st.
And they go to 21 goals 8, 134. Anakie 11 goals 4, 70. And that is at the 10-minute mark of this, the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video Productions.
Well, the North Geelong supporters thoroughly enjoying the entertainment brought by their 20 heroes here this afternoon for the 1990 Geelong District Football League Grand Final.
Right, the ball back in the centre now. Bounce of the ball favours the big ruckman there, but Wiseack gets it up high, taps it down, going through there, and quick handball back to where Scott Simons has got the ball. He bounces off a player, kicks the ball down towards centre half forward. Being held, the Anakie player gets the ball, picks himself up there. Jamie Walker kicks the ball out wide, looking for Thorburn, and he's found him out there on the half forward flank. Thorburn now comes in. Thumps the ball down towards the forward line. Rooney there in front down there. Up high in the North Geelong defence. Thump it down. Here they are at the bottom of the pack again. Handball away there by Eves. Finds a teammate who kicks the ball around towards the centre wing. Over the top of the pack, North Geelong couldn't take the ball. But being held without the ball, North Geelong, and they'll take the resultant free kick.
Well, a little bit of misfortune there from Darren Purcell because he was streaming down the ground. But we've got to go back to Barry Jacobs on the outer side centre wing. Jacobs now kicks the ball long, and that's the order of the afternoon too. Up there to the teeth of goal. In front was Green. Could have been pushed for mine, but play on, says the umpire. So you see, Alexander come through like a racehorse, popped the ball onto his right foot. And I think you'll find he's popped it through. And Jeremy Walker, I should say Jeremy Alexander, kicks his first and
second.
Is it? Well, there you go.
Yes, he's got 2, and that takes North Geelong now to 22 goals 8, 140. Anakie 11 goals 4, 70.
Correct weight and Barry Walker.
Right, the bounce of the ball back in the centre now. Alford in there, but Wiseack's still in there. He grabs the ball out of the centre, thumps the ball down towards centre half forward. Players setting themselves. North Geelong over the top, punch the ball away again. There, Widdowson kicks the ball off in. He's penalised here for kicking in danger, and the free kick to be taken for Anakie by Jimmy Elmer. Elmer now plays on with handball, finds his teammate there on the 50-metre line. He has a flying shot for goal. A good kick too, right down to the goal square, thumped away from Rooney, and 1 point as the result off the boot of number 19 for Anakie.
No, it was actually 49 in Greg Cockrell. Yes, the number has been a little bit dispossessed in the early fracas.
That's the one you got caught with, and
that's it.
Just got pinged. Right, North Geelong to bring, that's a point now to Anakie. They go to 11-5, 71. North Geelong 22-8 and 140. They kick in from fullback, thumped away again by North Geelong. Handball sees it with Alexander. He spears the ball out towards the half-forward line looking for Jacob. Jacob now sprints away with this ball, has one bounce. The goals are all opened up for him too. He has a flying shot for goal, but misses this time, and 1 point is the result. And down in the goal square, throwing his arms up in the air, is Darren Purcell, who was all on his own.
Well, a little bit of misfortune for Darren Purcell, wanting to get his name in the paper.
Right, the kicking from fullback goes out towards the half-back line. Scott Simon couldn't take the mark. The ball goes out there where we see picked up for Anakie down towards the boundary line. In the race for the ball here is Michael Carter for Anakie. Quick handball out to his teammate there in Jamie Walker. He runs around the centre wing, has 2 bounces. Getting down towards the 50-metre line, has 3 bounces. Steadies now. Kicks the ball long down towards the forward pocket. Setting himself down there. Rooney couldn't take it. Over the back of the pack it comes. Quick handball there. And scramble play here, but the strong defence of North Geelong sees the ball across the line and will have a throw in the forward pocket.
Yes, just far superior area here this afternoon, the marvellous Magpies, and I'm sure Dick Philpott will be having a big smile on his face at the moment.
Yes, they've had the numbers at the where the ball is here today. The throw-in sees Anakie in there desperately trying through the captain in David Cook, but he can't get the ball out, and we'll have another ball up. Bounce of the ball, not a very good one, but stumped away towards the boundary by Alford and beats the players across the line, and we'll have another throw-in. Right, the throw-in. Scott Simon comes over the back, grabs a one-handed, dodges around one. Oh, his kick is smothered just as he went to have it. Cook comes through, hell without the ball. He's still in there, kicks the ball down towards the pocket and over the line and out of bounds.
He's tried very hard, hasn't he, David Cook?
Yes.
A real tireless performance by the skipper, but unfortunately didn't have a lot of support from his teammates.
Right, the boundary line throw in. Alford in there and Julian. Alford gets the tap. No, goes to Rooney. Rooney has a quick kick for goal, but only 1 point as a result. We see now that Anakie go to 11-6-72. North Geelong on 22 goals, 9-1-41.
Just waiting now on Malcolm Key to bring the ball back into play for the North Geelong Magpies. Elects to go straight down the ground. He gets hold of a spiral torpedo. He's kicked that 70 metres. Fisted away there. The bouncing ball now goes to where Elmer traps it sweetly. The racehorse pops the ball onto his right foot. It's a lovely pass and with Rooney in front. He couldn't hold the footy. Comes to where Cockrell now was dispossessed of the football by young Bellwood. Good football from him, as we see now that the boys from Magpie country kick the ball under pressure, and I think you'll find he's popped it on his left foot and put it over the line and out of bounds on the full, and Anakie now will take another possession. Neville Gogol now spirals the torpedo up to the teeth of goal. Again though, it's all North Geelong as the ball wandles out, and we'll see another throw in.
Getting a bit cold out the front there, Noel.
Too cold out the front, fellas. I've got to come and stand up the back of the broadcast box. Oh, it's absolutely freezing here in North Geelong. I've got the 1990 Geelong District Football League Division 1 Premiership sewn up now. Laugh at me, Ron Brain and Barry Walker.
Right, the kick goes straight across the ground, and a nice mark taken out there on the half-back line for North Geelong by Shane Burns. Burns now kicks the ball towards the centre. Players set themselves in the centre. Over the back of the pack it comes. Picked up here for Anakie through number 46 and Craig McLaughlin. Big Wiseac's got it. He handballs it back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin chips it out there to the half-forward line and finds Thorburn on the 50-metre line. Thorburn now comes in, spears the pass down towards the Julian direction. Over the back of the pack come North. Julian picked the ball up. He's got no support. Now he has a quick handball, sees the ball shot for goal, goes right across. Scott Simon's there, and he takes a mark right on the boundary line for the Anakie Football Club.
Well, a badly needed one. They've only managed 3 points this final term, the Anakie boys.
What's his chances?
Pretty remote, I would suggest, because the breeze is going straight down the ground and he's on an impossible angle with that left foot. As he comes in, I think you find he might have made a liar. No,
yes.
I've called it in one, Barry Walker.
You were worried though, Ron.
You were worried, Ron. Anakie now go to 11 goals, 8-73, trailing North Geelong 22 goals, 9-1-41.
At the 18-minute mark of the final quarter.
Right, the kicking goes to half-back. A handball here sees North Geelong come through centre half-back. Thump the ball down towards centre half-forward. In front there, Anakie tapped the ball forward. Big Wiseac runs onto it. Handballs it wide to a teammate. He runs onto the ball here. Kogel, he kicks a short one down to the half-forward line. Unable to take the mark, Cockerell, but he swoops on the ball, chips the ball down, and has found Simon, Scott Simon, about 25 metres out on about a 45-degree angle.
What do you say, Barry Walker?
Yeah, I'll back him this time.
Back him on this one. We'll see how he goes. Onto his left foot, and he put it straight through the woodworks with the centre here at the Western Oval, and that brings up Anakie's 12th goal, but they're still 10 goals and 2 points behind the North Geelong fabulous Magpies, and Dirty Dick Philpott will be an excited fellow at the moment, Ron Brain.
Yes, I'm sure the champagne corks will be popping very shortly, Noel Fleming.
Yes, and that's at the 19-minute mark here of the final quarter. And I can say this to you now, folks, you can put down your glasses because the ball game is all over as we see Adam Gladkey about to bounce the ball in the centre.
Right, the bounce of the ball. Big Alford gets it, but Wyzak Sharks, he's hit out, kicks the ball out wide and finds a teammate out there in Jamie Walker. Walker now kicks the ball down towards the forward line, but North Geelong come out, couldn't take the mark. Thorburns there, handball back by North Geelong. Oh, it's on again down there as we see North Geelong come out of defence, running the ball down through the half-back line. Goes towards the centre where we see Jacob overrunner. Alexander gets the ball, handballs to running Alford going through. He spears a pass down looking for the full forward but couldn't find him. Roach is having trouble with the ball down here for Anakie. Picks it up, kicks the ball wide out towards the centre wing where it goes over the line and out of bounds. The emergency was that keen to get out there, then he dropped his jacket 3/4 of the way out. Right, the boundary line throwing. Big Wyzak still in there for the Anakie club. He gets the front position. Up he goes, thumps the ball over. Picked up here for him by Totten. Totten kicks the ball down towards the centre wing, but it's North Geelong underneath the ball, and a good mark taken for them there by Eves. Eves plays on now, has one bounce, runs towards into the centre, kicks the ball down towards the half-forward line. Up there for over the back, Jacobs gets the ball, spins on it. Oh!
I reckon that might be too high. Do you reckon that's too high?
Yeah, pretty frustrated.
He pile drove him too.
An undisciplined football there by Greg Cockrell.
Wonder didn't break his neck.
He had 3 goes at him and missed him twice and got him the last.
I would suggest that Barry Jacobs is very, very strong from the shoulders up.
That's it, but I tell you what, it's taken a bit of effect because he's missed that from 30 metres and has kicked his fourth behind. He's had 9 shots at goal and kicked 5-4 this afternoon, Barry Jacobs.
Right, the ball to be brought back into play by Peter Watchett. He kicks the ball right out to that half-back flank, a bouncing ball close to the line, but North Geelong are out there in the numbers again. They get the ball, kick it back inboard, and a nice mark taken for North Geelong by Craig Eves. Eves now about 45 to 48 metres out. He fancies himself here on.
Yes, he's a lovely kick of the football, Craig Eves, and with that breeze up his ginger, I would suspect he'll pop it through. 45 metres out the drop punt. It's a lovely kick, but he's just a little offline and another minor score.
And at the 21.5 minute mark of the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video, we have North Geelong now 22 goals 11, 143, Anakie 12 goals 7, 79.
As we wait for Peter Wattick to bring the football back into play.
Straight down the centre with a short pass, looking for a teammate there who takes a nice mark. And this is
Mick Carter. He breaks clear too. No one is actually chasing him except Barry Jacobs comes in at the last moment. But he's got enough time to find his opponent, or I should say teammate there, in Ian Cockrell. Cockrell goes short and finds Walker, plays on immediately, kicks long up there to half forward, looking up there for Thorburn, who was well beaten by Buse on that occasion. Butters up again, Busey, steadies himself, kicks the football long down there looking for Tony Spence, who says thank you very much. Tony Spence on the 50-metre line now, out of sight of the ground here at Western Oval. Plays on now on that loping left foot, spears it down to the corridor with a big leaper in. Terry Green takes a screamer.
Been very quiet since half-time.
Well, yes, he's kicked 6 goals though up to half-time, and I thought, well, you know, I'll be pretty happy with your day's work, wouldn't you? He's kicked 7. This is going to be his 8th. Not a bad performance for a grand final side, is it?
Hey? No, it's not a bad performance for a grand final side, Ron. It's a very good performance for a grand final effort. And when he marked that ball, his opponent, Peter Wattick, would have been 10 metres behind him. As we see Green on the right boot, punts the football straight through the middle of the goals as he brings up North Geelong's 23rd goal here at the 23-minute mark of the final quarter. We see North Geelong move on to 23 goals, 11, 149, leading Anakie 12 goals, 7, 79 on the Guest Video Production scoreboard, bringing you the Geelong and District Football League 1990 Division 1 Grand Final. And it's interesting to see Peter Wattick and Terry Green, both ex-members of the Bell Park Football Club, Ron Brain, playing on one another. And I would suggest that Terry Green has had the better of 2 opponents this afternoon.
Yes, without a doubt, and it's been the difference between the 2 sides, really.
Right,
yes.
The bounce of the ball. Alford brings it away from the centre. He runs down towards centre forward, spears the ball down towards the forward line. Coming across there is Jacob again. He picks it up. He tries to handball, but intercepted there for Anakie by Michael Sculthorpe. But a free kick has been paid here to
Barry Jacobs.
North Geelong. Barry Jacobs, who will line up for his 6th.
Barry Jacobs missed that last one. He's still got a sore neck, I think, hasn't he, from being piled over?
He'll sleep very well because he was hurt in that first quarter. Showed a lot of courage in coming back onto the ground, and he's been a real tireless worker all day. He's kicked 5-4 to date. As Noel Fanning has suggested, an opportunity to kick his 6th from no more than 30 metres directly in front. The little fellow waltzes in and pops it right through.
Right, so it takes North Geelong now to 24 goals 11, 155. Anakie on 12 goals 79, and we've been going 24 and a half minutes into the final quarters here at the Western Oval, brought to you by Guest Video Production.
So what do you think about this grand final, Paul Harrison?
She's all over Red Rover.
Beautiful.
It's good to hear from the cameraman. He hasn't said much this afternoon, has he, Ron Brain and Barry Walker? I thought he'd gone to sleep. I think he's frozen to the camera.
That's it, the boys down here getting a little bit carried away too.
There's a fabulous 1984 Geelong District Football League, Geelong's fabulous Magpies Premiership pennant there blowing.
88.
1988.
Right, the ball back in the centre now.
The boys are doing a bit of waltzing here, are they, in the crowd?
Yes.
The bounce of the ball favours the...
Gary Kerr, not a good bounce either.
It wasn't, but big
Wozak.
gets it, handballs to a teammate, Cook. Cook has one bounce, spears the ball down towards the half-forward line, looking for Beliers, who doesn't let him down. Beliers now kicks the ball down in the direction of the big fella there, Runia, but it's all North Geelong who come away in defence. Kick it back, but Beliers is there to take the mark. Beliers now on centre wing for the Anakie side, looking down forward. He hasn't got much movement down there. Kicks the ball down towards the centre half-forward position. Out they come. Julian couldn't get it. Thumped away by the North defence again. A quick kick by North Geelong brings the ball out towards the wing. Up they fly. Beliers picks it up again. Tries to get around one player. Gets around him. Handballs over the top to his teammate. Put him under pressure. North Geelong with the numbers at the ball again. Scramble the ball out wide, but the umpire moving and ball it up.
Well, Jeff Beliers tied tirelessly for his side too. He's copped that early one in that first quarter and has come back with both barrels fighting, but has just been just done enough support.
Yes, he's the running player that Anakie missed, I think, here today. Right, the bounce of the ball. Big Alford takes it from the ruck, but Beliers is in there. A handball out to his captain here in Cook. He runs onto the ball now. He gets around one player, steadies it centre half forward, has a flying shot for goal. A good kick to the 10-metre square. Up they go, but the North defence thump it out again. Scott Simon in there, pushed in the back for mine, and he will take the resulting free kick.
Well, Scotty Simon, he's kicked 3-1 for the afternoon, and a real opportunity here to kick his 4th and Anakie's 13th.
That was some good football there at centre half forward, Barry Walker by Captain Cook.
Yes, he's played. Oh, it's on down there again in the forward pocket. Oh, look.
Mr. Runia, yes.
I reckon he should. Yes, Adam's going to bring the book. He should bring the book out for that. Whack, whack, whack.
Here comes the emergency umpire.
The boundary umpire's got him. The fellow with the red-headed fellow with the spectacles on, Ron, has picked Runia out there. I would suggest if we can just. That's it, Paul. That's good camera work.
Yeah, young Shane Burns has been very strong all day, and
Adam's still talking to him.
Yeah, I think he's probably lost it, mate, at this stage of the afternoon.
That's not going to help him next year.
12 goals, 13 goals down, I suppose. Well, if you can't win the game, you might as well win a couple of blues.
Well, the boundary umpire,
someone up.
The emergency umpire from the other side has run as much as the central umpires here today.
I reckon they should give that emergency umpire the bounce of the ball to see if he can do a good bounce. What are they doing over there? They're writing an
essay?
An essay or something. Look at them. Look at them all here. It's like a little...
It's on again in the goal square.
Yes, and...
wish the umpires would start fighting. There's that many out there they could start fighting, couldn't they?
Well, let Simon have his kick for goal, kick a goal, bring the ball back to the centre and bounce it, and that'll soon get on going.
Hello, where's Wozak going? Is it Wozak? Yeah. So it is.
They've taken the ball off.
Yeah, it's a North Geelong free kick, is it?
Yep.
Yes, it is, and young Burns will take it and says thank you very much, Phil Runia. As we see that...
come back, boys.
He's got to take it back because for some strange reason he mustn't have kicked the ball over his mark, you think?
I don't think he'd run time back on. Right, the kick of the ball down towards the centre half forward position, where we see running onto the ball here is Anakie through the agency of number 23 and Michael Carter. His kick smothered, picked up by Scott Simon. He kicks the ball down towards the pocket. North Geelong with the numbers at the bottom of the pack again, but Belair's is in there, trying hard. He can't pick it up. Picked up a scrambly play down there, and the umpire will move in and ball it up.
Well, there's been plenty of action-packed thrills and spills here this afternoon, and it will be a long evening in the tribunal, I would suggest, during the week.
Especially with the under-17 boys.
Right, the bounce of the ball down there. Up they go, thumped away by the North ruckman towards the boundary line, and kept in play though. Kicked off the ground by Thorburn. Julian's in there for Anakie. Picks the ball up, dodges around, screws the ball back towards the forward line. Players come out. Up they go. Rooney is in there trying for the Anakie side. He can't pick it. He does. He gets the ball now. Has a shot for goal, but sitting back. Oh, he missed the ball. The North player steadies himself close to the boundary line. Over it goes, and we'll have another throw in.
I suppose Rooney has made a decision in his own mind that if he can't get the ball, he's going to bloody hurt someone getting it.
Right, the throw in. Rooney pushes in the ruck and gives away.
That's frustration, isn't it, Barry?
Yes, it is. And he just thumps the ball back just as well. Umpire Gladkey had his back to the player then, because it should have been 50 metres.
Yes, well called, Barry.
Right, North Geelong through Alford now, come out of the back line, kick the ball across goal, but Big Wiseac's out there and thumps the ball away from his opponent. He's trying as hard as he was at the start of the game, Wiseac. The ball goes close to the boundary line and over and out. Must be disappointing for some of these players, you know, like the likes of Wiseac and Cook and these, to see frustration creeping into their teammates, giving away stupid free kicks.
Well, they've been absolutely thrashed just by a better side on the day, and I think the better team has won because they've played the better footy, Barry.
Yes, they have. Right, North Geelong, but Cook's in there again. He couldn't stop the North Geelong player. They got the numbers. There's 4 of them here, but Simon's still trying. Here's Cook again. Desperate try there. Kick off the ground, goes back for Anakie. Picked up here for North Geelong, but smothered there.
Stats, he's out to stats.
Bellwood gets a kick again. He's caught with the ball here. He gets rid of it where the player's over the ball. He hits it towards the boundary line. Good play here for Anakie by Carter, where we see kicked off the ground by Carter down towards the half-forward line. Picked up North Geelong, taken across the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in.
Yeah, Mick Carter working pretty hard.
Tired boys out there now, fellas.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be.
Right, the boundary line throwing. Wiseac and Alford. Alford in front, but Wiseac taps it down. There's the siren. There it is. The 1990 grand final, and very disappointed Anakie side, I would say. Jubilant North Geelong, where we see the final score on the guest video production scoreboard as North Geelong 24 goals 11, 12 goals 7, 79.
Well, the marvellous Magpies have done it in the 1990 season. Congratulations, Dick Philpott and all the boys out there at Magpie Country with a very impressive win here this afternoon at the Western Oval for the Geelong District Football League Division 1 Grand Final. Well, Barry, you've lost.
Big Dick Philpott out there in the middle hugging the players.
Well, what do you think, mate? We should probably have a bit of a summary of the game too, and consider our best performer here this afternoon. First of all, Barry, goal kickers, mate.
Right, goal kickers for the victors North Geelong. We had Darryl Jones kicking 1, Jeremy Alexander kicking 2, Terry Green kicking 8, Darren Purcell 1, Tim Swenison 2, Tony Spence kicking 1, Alan Moroney kicking 3, Barry Jacobs kicking 6. As for the Anakie side, we've got the Anakie side. We've seen Scott Simon kicking 3, Jamie Walker kicking 1, Darryl Julian kicking 1, Glenn Tholburn kicking 2, Ian Cockrell kick 1, David Cook the captain kick 1, Phil Rooney at full forward kick 3.
Okay, Barry, well, thanks for that, those wrap-up of the goal kickers, and I think, well, you've mentioned those Barry Jacobs and Terry Green goals, and I think you'd have to consider them as being the better 3 or 4 of the North Geelong players this afternoon here, and I thought it was a great team performance by them all. You can go through their side, and I think Grant Hughes, that famous number 8 jumper, did a pretty good job for the North side. Terry Green we've mentioned. I thought Neil Alford, the big centre-half forward ruckman, battled all day for his side. Likewise did the skipper. Timmy Schwinnerson played a good game, kicking 2 goals. I also liked that number 28 halfback, Shane Burns. I thought his strength and determination all day unsettled many Anakie thrusts.
Yes, and I thought early in the game, when the game was tough, a good player was Marty Witterson for the North Geelong side.
Yeah, a real leaper, Marty, and a great performer. For the Anakie side, well, a bit sparse, the better players. I thought Scotty Simon, when he came on, kicked 3 goals and really should have kicked 4 only for Phil Rudier in that last quarter. But Jeff Beliers, I thought, battled hard all day. Likewise, Ian Cockrell. Alec Wysack, he'd have to be the best player for the Anakie side here this afternoon. Closely followed by David Cook, the skipper, who really worked tirelessly but just didn't have enough manpower on the day.
No, and I'd like to give a mention to Jamie Walker, number 3 for the Anakie side, and Jimmy Ulmer, number 5.
Okay, well, that's a bit of a wrap here as we wait for the presentations of the medals, etc., for the victorious, marvellous Magpies. North Geelong Football Club victorious here at the Western Oval for the 1990 Geelong and District Football League Premiership. And I think in closing, Barry, I think we just about decided on our
Barry Jacobs to win the Reese Plumbing guest production mug for being the best performer on the day here in the 1990 Geelong and District Football League Division 1 Grand Final. He wins the Reese Plumbing guest video productions gold embossed pot mug for his efforts.
That's it. Excellent stuff, and congratulations to Barry Jacobs, number 43 for the marvellous Magpies.
Do you mean to say, Noel, that you agree with Ron and I here today for the Best Player Award?
I do. I absolutely agree with that nomination. No Nick Jacobs, I've called him after he got pile driven into the ground there in the last quarter.
Well, it's been a long year, and it's taken to grand final day
To get you to agree.
To get you to agree.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. That's okay. You can't all be the same. Anyway, congratulations to the North Geelong Football Club and Dennis Hines, and commiserations to Cole Felburn and the Anakie Football Club for being runners-up. But there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. And the Magpies turned it on for everybody today, hopefully.
And just a special mention to the umpires too. I felt that it was a pretty tough game to umpire today, but really they were pretty. What's the word? We didn't notice.
They were pretty consistent. They were today.
And
Gary Kerr and Adam Gladkey. They've done a grand final now for the season 1990, which has got to be a big thing. Ron Brain, you're an ex-umpire.
Yes, it is, and it's a very nice feeling to get the big ones. And there's a lot of umpires down there striving to do that each year, but there's only 4 grand finals in the local senior competition.
Now, Ron, does that rule Gary Kerr and Adam Gladkey out of the GFL grand final next week?
I would suggest, yes, that they've had their run now. And
what about Tony Healy and Dennis Hargraves on the boundary, and John Hill and Murray Redford in the goals? Does that rule them out of it too, did you think?
I would suggest it would, Noel, yeah.
So they wouldn't bother going to training this week?
No, I think you'll find that they'll probably enjoy the comforts of home.
Well, hang on, they get a free barbie, don't they, Wednesday nights?
That's right, Wednesday night, that's down at the umpire's room for a couple of coldies.
They might slip down there for that then.
That's it.
I think you were trying to say they are conspicuous by their absence.
They're out in the ground there, the umpies.
Because their decision-making today, I don't think there was many decisions were queried by the players or the spectators here, and I think full marks to the men in white here at the West Oval this afternoon.
Well, we're just waiting now on Neville Whitley and his merry men over there in the executive of the Geelong and District Football League to make the presentations of medals to umpires and the North Geelong Footy Club. Well, we've got a little bit of excitement in the crowd as well, have we too? A couple of boys getting a bit carried away.
Which, as we see Neville Whitley and the boys standing on the GFL dais out there.
Hey! I'm just telling you, don't go to North Geelong. The Blues bus is there for Melbourne and they're putting everybody in.
Ronnie, can you turn the camera around and show us the first quarter?
You haven't been moving, have you? Anyway, Brownie, I'll catch up.
Oh, you got 3 balls.
Congratulations to the North Geelong Football Club and the Anakie Football Club on a great game of football.
See you tomorrow, Barry.
To the umpires who participated, congratulations to them. We have some medallions to present to the umpire and to the premiership side, and we'll be calling them up in due course. So I'll just hand over now to Bill to call up the umpires as we present them with their awards. The first medallion is for the goal umpires. First goal umpire, John Hill. Goal umpire, Ray Redfern. Boundary umpire, Tony Healy. Boundary umpire, Dennis Hargroves. Central umpire, Adam Gladkey.
He takes it on the ball. From Bryce
Gary Kerr.
takes it on the bump. Raining takes it up.
They call me Crunchy.
Get that on video.
Well, you don't talk while you're doing it.
Now, the premiership side from North Geelong. The first player, number 4, Greg Bellwood. Number 5, Dale Jones. Number 6, Jeremy Alexander. Number 8, Grant Hughes.
Are you saving that, mate, or not?
Number 15, and then number 1, Andrew Vivian. Number 17, Terry Green. Number 18, Malcolm Key. Number 19, Neil Alford. Number 22, Darren Purcell. Number 23, Marty Widdowson. Number 25, Tony Spence. Number 26, Alan Maloney. Number 28, Shane Burns. Number 31, Sean Phillips. Number 39, Craig Farrell. Number 41, Terry Edwards. Dick Philpott, the president, will accept this one on his behalf. Number 43, Barry Jacobs. Number 44, Wayne Thomas. Number 44, Craig Eves. The player voted by the umpires as best in the grand final goes to number 34, Craig Eves. This medallion is presented by the VCFL. The captain of the North Geelong Football Club, number 24, Tim Schwernerson. And now the coach of the North Geelong Football Club, Dennis Hines. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of people have gone, but I'm sure the North Geelong people are still around, and they'll be around for a few days yet. I'd just like to congratulate North Geelong on a magnificent effort, a great game of football, of Australian rules football. It was played in really hard man-style stuff, and you came out winners, worthy winners at that. I'd just like to congratulate Tim and Dennis, Dick and the whole committee and all the club connected. Congratulations, it's been a magnificent year for the North Geelong Football Club, and enjoy your night, it's your day. Congratulations, and there's your Premiership Cup. Well done, fellas. Top finger. For the start, I'd like to commiserate to Anakie. Everyone's got to be a loser. Diff, I'm pretty glad it's us, and really that. Having a look at the boys in front of me, when you got 20 blokes who are committed to a job, and they do it, and they back each other like we did up today, you know, no one's going to beat us. Well done, fellas. To all the seconds blokes who train with us all the time, thanks very much to you. To all our supporters, couldn't do it without you. Anyway, let's go back to rooms and really stick it up tonight.
Firstly, I'd pass your commiserations to Anakie. Bad luck. Next, I'd like to thank everybody at North Geelong, all the committee, all the supporters, and that, for all the help they've given me throughout the year. And finally, I'd like to thank the 20th best bunch of guys you'd ever have to coach in your life, all the guys on the side. Thanks a lot, fellas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little lost boy. His name is Stephen. He's being held up here on the back of the truck, so Mum or Dad's here, better come over and pick him up.